Just one more for you ghosties in 2025. So this is a completely spontaneous reaction, and actually I found myself with some extra time on the weekend before Christmas. Yeah, the weekend before Christmas, and I have a bit of extra time. Now this track was a bit of a special request, and I'm kind of guessing that it's a bit of a deep cut because I haven't heard many people requesting this particular song. Now, it's called Ghuleh, or Ghuleh, Zombie Queen. Okay? And it's off the, how am I going to say this now? As one of you ghosties remarked after my Secular Haze reaction, they kind of said, why don't you just call it the I album? You know, the Infestissumam, yeah, okay, you know which one. And you, if you saw the Secular Haze reaction, you saw me struggle with it a bit, right? So for now, let's just call it the I album, okay? Thanks for that. However, in the new year, I will try and crack the pronunciation. But for now, let's just keep it like that, eh? Alrighty. Okay. Oh. Papa. This is mellow, but atmospheric.
Putrefaction, a scent that cursed be, under coat of dust.
It's different.
From the darkness rises succubus, from the earth and rust.
Cool. Cool guitar and the cans. This is eerily cool, man.
Once a majesty,
Papa's voice is different.
from the darkness rises succubus, and usurp the throne.
That's a nice melody, isn't it? Oh. What's happening now? It's like California's 60s rock. ghost organ. That early organ sound as well, right? Ghuleh. I can imagine Papa on a surfboard. This is fun, man. Yeah. That's very Ghost. These chord changes. I'm beginning to recognize it now. Cool, man. It's the clergy.
Like a light to guide you, Ghuleh, Ghuleh. Zombie queen, zombie queen. Like a light guides you, Ghuleh.
Extra vocal layers. It's an extra layer of guitar now. Is that a brass section, or is that a brass section? What was that at the end? I think that was a brass section, wasn't it? Just adding another extra layer. Maybe it was some kind of an effect, because the guitars were building as well. I tell you what, though, that constant guitar, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, like that, right at the end, was played in the style of The Edge of U2. You know, the way that he plays, da-na-na-na-na, like that? Slightly different sound, of course, but that constant, you know what I mean? But it was cool because it added that extra layer onto, the Zombie Queen chorus part. I mean, yeah. And I'm not going to say, right? But that was really well built up from the beginning, from that very mellow with the piano, if I can remember. And then you had Papa coming in with his hissing vocals. But when he started singing the rest of the song, that was a new style that I hadn't heard before. For me, of course. But I hadn't heard Papa's voice like that, it was almost delicate and in pain. Does that make sense? You know, it was almost, yeah, I can't explain it. It wasn't his normal delivery. It was different. It was different. And that keyboard sound, because now I have a reference, because now I'm thinking of the Stranglers because of what I'd heard before. The keyboard at the beginning was sort of early 80s sound. And again, I can use that as a reference to the Stranglers at that time, after they'd left the punk scene. Very similar style, but the melodies, man, the melodies are really nice. Especially in that mellow part. That was really nice, really cool. But I tell you what, the way it was layered. Remember, I can't remember which song it was, but it was, I don't know, maybe one of the older songs. I think maybe it was Lacrima, maybe. I referred to the layers of the song being like a macchiato, but an intricate macchiato that's been made by a barista with OCD, right? And I'm telling you what, this track, Tobias is back as a barista. I mean, there's been some recent songs which have been more straightforward, but this one is layered, man. It's layered. And done so cleverly, again, you know, built up. But I now understand why it's titled Ghuleh Zombie Queen in 2 sections, because it's quite literally a song with 2 halves, which, if that makes sense. Because that whole surf rock thing comes in, doesn't it? Thinking of Papa on a surfboard, maybe with robes and everything, you know. But that is the Zombie Queen section, right? And again, that was really cool. Totally caught me off guard. I was like, what? What's going on here? But it was good, and it worked. That's the whole point. And this is the point with Tobias. It shouldn't work, but it did. The whole feel of it at the beginning was eerie, spectral, you know what I mean? Kind of that cool feeling about it. Oh, and of course, we are talking about Papa 2, right? Because this is the I album. So this was my second track with him singing, but that singing delivery was different. But I did recognize at least the early Ghost organ sound, you know, that very heavy organ, which you can hear on Elizabeth, and also Secular Haze, I think you can hear as well. So yeah, I'm actually really curious about the song. I was looking at the lyrics, but I'm not entirely sure if I was reading it little parts, and it didn't really make much sense to me, if I'm honest. Firstly, what's a Ghuleh? Is it a name? Is it... yeah, I don't know. Hang on a sec. Because you have Ghuleh, 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 Ghuleh. Putrefaction, ascent. Whoa. That curse be, undercoat of dust from the darkness, rise as succumbus from the earth and rust. Heresis Dea. That has to be Latin, right? It has to be. So, let's see what that means first. Hang on. Heresis Dea. Heresis Dea means heretic goddess. Okay. Once a majesty, now exposing bone from the darkness, rise as succumbus and usurp the throne. This is where the Zombie Queen comes, right? We're talking about, she was once a majesty and now she's rising from the grave, I think, which is why it's called Zombie Queen. But I should... hang on, what is Ghuleh? Ghuleh. Let's have a look. Ghuleh. Okay, according to this, Ghuleh is a word used in Arabian folklore to describe a female ghoul. A ghoul. There you go. So a zombie, I suppose, is a ghoul a zombie? Is a zombie a ghoul? I don't know, maybe it's the same thing. I suppose. Because then you've got The moon is full and shines an evil blinding light. Under a monolith, her likeness marble white. So I think this is the ghoul coming out of the ground. Zombie queen, zombie queen. Black light guides you. Ghuleh, Ghuleh. Zombie queen, zombie queen. Up from the stinking dirt she rises. Up from the stinking dirt she rises. Ghastly pale. Shape-shifting soon. But now she's rigid, stiff and stale. And it just... The chorus is repeated. So I don't think it's an intricate story here. We're just talking about... The title says everything. We're talking about a zombie queen, or a ghuleh, which is Arabian folklore for a female ghoul. So, is she one of the nameless ghouls? Or one of the ghoulettes? Because they're ghoulettes, right? The backing singers. But the fact that she's a former, once a majesty. So she's a very special ghoul. She's no ordinary ghoul, right? So maybe, as she's such an important one, maybe she is the matriarch of all the nameless ghouls. Maybe she's the first one, you know what I mean? Like the mother of them all. That's why she's given such a special, there's such special importance, you know, and they've written a song about her. Maybe she's the first one. I don't know. I'm sure you guys know, so please put it in the comments section. That was fun. Yes, the image of Papa 2 on a surfboard. And those great melodies. I mean, it was just very different. Again. Hey, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, eh? So, well, I really enjoyed that. All right, guys.